The biggest mistake a person can ever make is to marry someone who hates you. The second biggest mistake you can ever make is to stay with someone or with people who makes you feel worthless. This is why I left Kenya, and this is how Saudi Arabia saved my life. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Mary Gloria. I am from Kenya but currently working here in Saudi Arabia. I have been working here for the past 3 years, and this is my fourth year here in Saudi Arabia. On today's video, I want to talk about my personal reason as to why I left Kenya and came to work here as a housemaid. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Was born and raised in a very chaotic family, a family full of drama. Emotional and physical abuse was like our daily bread. Seeing my mom being tormented and being tortured by my dad and his family members made me feel a lot of pain inside my heart. I was young back then. I had no idea how I can help or how I can save my mom from this demonic place she calls marriage. Okay. So I used to tell myself that one day I will finish school, I will become a teacher, then after that I will save money and buy a piece of land and build a peaceful home for my mom. I wanted this woman to be very happy. I never knew that this dream of mine will be fulfilled by me coming to work here in Saudi Arabia. I never even knew that Saudi Arabia existed. So I know you are thinking maybe my mom was just a housewife. No, my mom wasn't just a housewife. My mom was the strongest woman I have ever seen. She was perfect in everything, apart from choosing a good husband for herself and a good father for her kids. My mom was financially stable. This woman, the queen that gave birth to me, will wake up in the morning and she will cook mahamri. Those who come from East Africa, they know what mahamri is. And by 8 a.m. in the morning, she will be done cooking and selling them. So from 9, she will continue doing her house chores as a woman. Then while she's doing her house chores, people will come to borrow money from this was her second business. They will come to borrow her money, then they will return the money with an interest. For example, if you borrow 500 Kenya shilling from my mom, you will have to return it with an interest of 100 shilling. If you stay with the money for 1 week, if you stay with the money for more than 1 week, the interest increases. The more you stay with the money, the more the interest increase. And this business was doing well. Then in the evening, my mom will walk around hawking uh, clothes for women and kids. Then she was selling curtains for windows and doors. Then after that, she will come back home around 7 or 7:30, and she will make sure that we are good. She will prepare for us dinner. She will make sure that we have taken our bath, we have finished our homework, and by 9, everyone will be asleep. So my mom was financially stable. Okay. Then my dad was a mason. But being a mason doesn't mean that every day you'll be getting a job. There are some seasons, especially rainy season, there is no way people are going to build houses during rainy period. And there are some months like January and February, people are busy maybe paying school fees. So he was working in Kisumu. Instead of him coming back home for people to see that he doesn't have a job, he will just stay in his house in Kisumu, and my mom will send him money to buy food stuff, and she she will even pay rent for him. According to my mom, she was just doing what a good wife can do to a husband. Marriage is all about loving and supporting one another. But to my dad, she saw my mom as a competitor. I don't know. He felt like my mom was now the man of the house. And my mom supporting my dad financially, she never told anyone. Every development that was being done in our home was being financed by my mom. But my mom will never even tell her friends that, you know what, that house, I am the one who built it. That latrine, I'm the one who gave my husband money to build it. She never told anyone or even family members about that. She respected my dad a lot, and she just wanted a perfect home, a perfect marriage. But my dad, according to him, he saw my mom as a maid to take care of his kids, a tool that he can beat anytime, a tool that he can insult anyhow, anytime he feels like, a tool that he can ask for money anytime he is in need. So imagine you are staying in your husband's house, a house that you people built together. My mom is the kind of a woman, when she finds money, she doesn't think about makeup, hair, or new clothes. She thinks about, how can I increase this money? What can I buy that will stay here, that I can see every day when I wake up in the morning? When she received money from Chama, when she received money from her businesses, she will collect the money, put them together, and she'll be like, hello, my husband, I have now 100,000 in my account. What can we do? This toilet is not good for us. We need to build something good, something bigger, you know? She is that kind of a woman. So instead of my dad being happy and being satisfied with the kind of life he has, he was fighting my mom without my mom knowing. This is how it happens. My grandmother will wake up in the morning, and she was alcoholic. She will go and take alcohol, and she will come and insult my mom the whole day. Okay? My mom has done nothing. She's busy doing her own business. She's busy minding her own business. But this woman, my grandmother, will insult her about things she doesn't even understand. During the night, we think maybe this time, maybe it's now time to rest. No, we are not going to rest. Now it's my grandfather's turn, cursing and insulting, you know. Then my my dad had a brother, a bigger brother, who had a wife. Imagine, my dad will call that wife, and he will ask her to wait for my mom to go in the bathroom. In the village, you have bathroom outside the house. He will ask her to wait for her to go in the bathroom and attack her. So my mom is not even aware of what is going on. She is in the bathroom taking a shower, and then someone just bursts in and starts beating her. Then she's confused. What is happening? She's trying to cry for help, only for us to go and find that it's my uncle's wife who is fighting my mom. And my mom is questioning her, asking her, what have I done wrong? What have I done? So when people are gathering to listen or to see what is going on, the woman just goes away. They're asking her, why are you attacking her while she's in the bathroom? She doesn't answer. Back then, when all these dramatic events were taking place, we never knew that my dad is the one who is asking them to do all this. All of his sisters are married. She will call each one of them, asking, even sending the money, the transport money, to come to our home to insult my mom and to even beat my mom. So my mom, they will come and tell my mom that you don't even know how to cook, you don't even know how to take a shower, you don't even know how to sleep with your husband. And my mom will be like, how did you know all this? How did you know I don't even know how to sleep with my husband? This is a bedroom issue, something that couples need to talk about. Why is it that everyone knows about it and my husband has never complained about it? Okay? So, as a wife, he will call my dad because he needs his protection. Instead of my dad to come and question his family, my dad will just say, relax, it's okay, relax, it's okay. You see? So, my mom kept on enduring all these dramas, all this pain, from the first year to the 18th year of her marriage. So there is this certain time, my uncle got an accident, a cousin to my brother, to a cousin to my dad. He got an accident and he was admitted in a hospital, and his medical bill was very huge. Instead of my dad calling maybe a family meeting, because even the accident, when it was happening, he was not around, but because he wanted to show people that I have money, I can do anything, he decided to take the responsibility of treating this cousin of his. The hospital that he has been admitted in, it's very expensive. He can't even walk because he can't do anything because the accident affected even his brain. He started acting like a mad person. So my dad knows fully well he doesn't have money. So he decided to ask my mom for money. My mom gave him all the money he had, all the saving from all her businesses. But the money wasn't enough. So my mom was like, instead of, borrowing, we should just call a family meeting for everyone to bring whatever amount he or she can afford. we have friends, we have even neighbors. But my dad, because he want to feel he is the man, he has money, he said, no, I want money. You have to give me all the money that you have. And my mom was like, even my business is collapsing. Ever since your brother got an accident, I am doing nothing. Right now, I have no money. We have nothing left. So he started hitting my mother, insulting her, abusing her. So my mom decided maybe I should go back to my father's house and rest. Then I will come back when everything is okay. So when she went there, my dad, instead of calling her or going there to apologize and bring her back home, you know what this man did? He went and get married to another woman. And this woman is his best friend's wife. They even fought. So when my mother heard that my dad has brought in another woman in our house, but we didn't allow the woman to enter into our house, she went to stay in my grandmother's house. My mom came back. And why is she coming back? She's coming back to save her marriage. When this woman is still staying in our grandmother's place, my dad called and said that he has married another wife. So these two are going to stay in the village, my mom and the second wife. Then the third wife will stay with my dad in his house in Kisumu. And this is so embarrassing. Instead of my mom, leaving this marriage, my mom was spending her remaining saving to pastors and men of God to help her pray so that he can get her husband back. Back then, this was not a laughing matter. But nowadays, when we remember and we talk about it, we just laugh and I ask my mom why. you know, Even God himself, sometimes he gets tired. You saw the red flags the first year, you stayed. He insulted you, he abused you, you stayed. The first year, the second year, the third year, the 16th year, the 18th year. And instead of you asking God to give you the courage, to give you the wisdom to leave this place and start a new life, you are asking God to save your husband, to save your marriage, to change your family. Oh no, God is tired. So it reached a point my mom has no money, her business has collapsed. Now we depend on my dad for everything. And my dad has always wanted my mom to stop doing all those kind of business. Now that we are depending on him for everything, food, school fees, all our basic need, instead of him providing for us, now he has stopped. He's claiming that now I don't have enough money. I have 3 women and each of them, they came with their kids from their previous relationship. So my mom became, drained. He became stressed. He became thin. He couldn't even eat. Every time, she couldn't even eat. Every time she would faint because every time they're fighting with my dad, with the other wife, the 2 wives. So the 2 wives, they decided to leave because there is no way someone will stay in such a toxic environment. There is no way someone will stay with such a toxic person. So we asked my mom, me and my siblings, we asked her, all of them are leaving. He's just he marries them, then they leave. What are you waiting for? What are you still doing here? This man is not going to change. Every time my mom falls sick, he will block us and he will call the neighbors, asking them to go and check on my mom. And he will tell them, tell that woman that she should die quickly. Right now I have money to buy for her an expensive casket. You have money to buy an expensive casket for the wife you have been married for about 18 years, but you don't have money to pay for her treatment. You don't have money to feed your children. You don't have money even to pay for our school fees. So we told my mom that enough is enough. You have to leave because you were worried that when you leave, he will bring in another woman that will come and start abusing us. But now you see, they are not even staying. They leave because they can't endure all this. Instead of us missing you and seeing your grave, it is better when you leave so that even if we miss you, we can just hear your voice. That is when my mom left our home, the year 2017, and she went to work in Nairobi as a housemaid. She worked there and she was supporting us because sometimes we'll ask my dad for money and he will say that he will say some weird things. I don't even want to mention them. Imagine your dad telling you that, you know what, you can just go in the mortuary and eat those dead bodies that are there. So the last time I spoke to my dad was the year 2020. He told me that now you are done with your Form 4. I finished my Form 4 the year 2019, and I started working the year 2020 as a housemaid in Nairobi. So he told me that, you know what, now that you're working, you need to calculate all the money that I have spent on you ever since the day you were born until now. I was like, is this really my dad? So that was the last time we ever spoke. Until now, I have never seen my dad, and I have never even spoke to him. So after finishing Form 4, I worked for 2 years. 2 years. And then the year 2022, that is when I came here in Saudi Arabia. When I came here in Saudi Arabia, my mother had already bought one piece of land from her saving working as a housemaid there. And she had not paid all the money. So when I came here after a few months, around 6 months, we put our money together, and she had to finish paying for that piece of land. And then I worked for another around 1 year, and we bought a second piece of land. Now we have two pieces of land, and this belongs to me and my mom. So last year, the year 2025, on April, we started building our home. A home that I have always dreamed of. A place where there is peace, joy, and happiness. A place where my grandma or my aunties will never come to abuse or insult my mom. A peaceful home. So we built last year a house, and it's not yet complete, but my mom, they're staying there, and she is even, growing her own crops, rearing her own chicken. There is no one to come and, uproot them or poison her chicken. There is no one. And I am really happy, because if I didn't came to work here in Saudi Arabia, I don't know if that dream would have been fulfilled. And I am so thankful and so grateful to the Almighty. All I can say is that whatever you are thinking of, whatever your heart desires, the Almighty will always bring it to pass. Sometimes you might think about something, and you will tell someone, or even yourself, you can feel like this cannot happen. How can I be able to achieve this? How? But the Lord Almighty has already planned it. According to me, I thought maybe one day I will become a teacher, save money, and build a home for my mom. And this maybe would have taken decades. But God had already planned it. That's why my journey to come here in Saudi Arabia was very easy. I didn't plan to come here, but someone else, plan it, organize it until I reached this place. And I am so, so grateful. And then the second reason as to why I came to work here in Saudi Arabia, I wanted to run away from my ex-boyfriend. The history was about to repeat itself. I had a boyfriend while I was working in Nairobi, and he was 5 years older than me. At first, he behaved like he's the only one who cares about me, the only one who loves me so much. He even made me block my mom, because he never wanted me to talk with any of my family or my friends. So it was just me and him. I thought he cared. I thought maybe he loved me. But the only reason he was doing this, it was so that he can eat my money. Every time I receive my salary, he will call me and tell me to send the money to him. And because, I haven't been loved before, and I was desperate, I was stressed, I have no friend, I have no family, I send the money to him. If I don't send him the money, he will insult me, claiming that no man will ever want me because I'm ugly. Do I look like an ugly person? No. According to me, right now, being with my boss and being with every family members in this place, they made me love myself. My boss every time reminds me that I am beautiful, and no matter what someone else says, Mary, believe in yourself. You are beautiful. Look in the mirror and see how you are glowing. No matter what people say, I know that I am gorgeous. I am beautiful. So back then, being with that ex-boyfriend of mine, I believe that I am ugly. No man will ever want me. That is what I always believe. And this man will insult me with my entire family, saying how useless we are. And I will be like, okay, I'm there. I am his girlfriend. I need to be loyal. I need to be, caring. Every time I will go to visit him, I will come back with an infection. Instead of him giving me money to treat myself, he will tell me that I will use my own money to treat the infection. So it reached a point he will even, gather with his friend, and he will call me and start insulting me. Then after that, he will block me. when his friends ask him why is he doing that, he will tell them, just wait, he will look for me, she will call me, she must call me. So I will buy a new line, or I will borrow a phone from someone so that I can call him and apologize. Imagine apologizing for something you haven't done. Sometimes I always ask myself, was I mad when I was dating with that man? So when I came to Saudi Arabia and I opened TikTok, remember when I was in Kenya, he never wanted me to be in any social media. He even wanted to take my smartphone away. So when I came here in Saudi Arabia and I have free Wi-Fi, I decided to join TikTok. And all the videos that were appearing on my FYP, they were just talking about relationship. And everything they were talking about, it was like they were talking to me. So when I told him that, you know what, right now I have a TikTok, it's keeping me busy. This man was like, you need to delete that app. If you want this relationship to last, you have to delete that app. His friend called me one day and I told him everything. And he told me, you know what, Mary, your man will go out there and have other women. He will leave you. This man will never even marry you. He is my best friend and I know him very well. He will replace you at any time. But what about your mom? You need to think your mom. In this life, you will only have one mother. You cannot replace her. You cannot find a copy of her. So instead of you letting this man to humiliate you this way, it is better, because I remember he told me I need to choose between him or my mom. That is when I decided to talk to his friend. So his friend told me, you need to choose your mom. She gave birth to you. And my boss in Kenya had even advised me to leave that man, because one day he had us talking on the phone and he had him saying how useless my family is. So he told me that, Mary, you need to run for your life. That man is going to ruin you. But I didn't listen. Then his own sister told me, when you're just seated together, the three of us, he told me, Mary, he told his brother, if I was your brother, the sister now, if I was your brother, I would have snatched this girl away from you. And he just smiled. So I asked her, what do you mean? And the sister told me, Mary, you don't deserve to be with my brother. After everything he has done to you and you are still with him, I don't see a future. You're ruining your life by staying with this man. I know him better than anyone else. You see? They warned me, but I did not listen. So when I came here in Saudi Arabia and now I'm just putting everything that has been happening in this relationship together, I'm like, this man doesn't deserve me. Okay. So it reached a point when he asked me for money. He told me that, I want you to send me 150,000 Kenya shillings so that I can open up a business. I told him that I'm not going to send you the money. He told me, if you don't send the money, then we are going to break up. I told him, it's okay. Then I blocked him. He was surprised because he was the one blocking me. Now I am the one blocking him. So I blocked him everywhere, but he will look for various ways to reach me. It reached a point whereby I told my boss, now it's time for you to buy me a Saudi Arabian line. So I bought a line here in Saudi Arabia and I decided to use it. Now he doesn't have my number and it's been 3 years we haven't talked, and all I can say, I am a happy soul. And ever since I broke up with that man, I have achieved what I have always wanted. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share. See you in my next video.